Guys, don't do it as your first time as an imposter. Never, ever say that your name is red because everyone else's name is white, and that will get you kicked out of the game. What is going on, guys? Angry here. Welcome back to another video. Today, we are going to be talking about the 101 tips and tricks for a first-time imposter in Among Us. This is going to be a video for beginners. I will be later doing a intermediate/advanced video talking about strategies, tips, and tricks for imposters as far as getting easy kills without getting suspicious, without getting sussed in the game. So anyway, guys, let's go ahead and jump into this. The first thing I want to talk about is imposters are different, of course. My first recommendation before even getting started, if you are wanting to take this game seriously, is to go into free play. Super simple. On Scaled, and go up to this top right computer, or top left, sorry, top left computer, and enable all the tasks. Go around, do all the tasks, and the reason why this is so important is it will give you an idea of what tasks you are going to be doing as a crewmate, and when you're imposter, that allows you to fake tasks. What I mean by fake task is for every task a crewmate does, the bar will update and go up a little bit, basically meaning that if you go up to a task, for example, I go up to trash shoot, and I don't actually have trash shoot, but I go up to it, and I tell someone I did it, I'm going to want to wait till someone else, somewhere else on the map, did a task, so that this bar up here updates on the top left, right? And then once that updates, I can move off. And that is what you call a fake and task. So as an imposter, you only want to do it when you have to. To be honest, most of the time, you don't need to do it unless someone is like suspicious of you, then you can easily fake a task. So now as an imposter, basically at the start of the round, you want to look at your map first things first, because that will tell you all the tasks you would have had as a crewmate. Now, these are the only tasks I want to really fake and have someone watch, and then when that task updates because someone else did a task, I would then walk away. Okay, so that's the first thing. Fake task when you have to allow other crewmates to be more confident that you are a crewmate and not a imposter. So that is my first tip and trick as a new imposter. The second one, now that one will take time to learn. So like I said, only do that maybe once or twice in your first game if you have to, otherwise don't do it. The second thing you have is you have a sabotage button. Most or everyone else doesn't have a sabotage button. Now this allows you to close doors, so you can close doors as such. And this takes about 15 seconds. So if you need to reset your cooldown, you're able to do that. If you need to close off a body so that once the person walks in, say you kill someone in electrical, right? And say that I'm someone else right now, and then I come out of electrical and he's standing right here and he's sus that someone's in there. Now I have 15 seconds for this cooldown. So say if I had a 15-second cooldown, and boom, I kill him, right? So that's one way to do it. It allows you to reset your cooldown. The other way is, say someone is coming from communication this way, I can close the door on them. And if they are coming out and I close the door behind them, so now they're on my side, now I look like I'm trying to figure out if they're the killer. So I'd walk in here, check all the rooms. They'd probably check with you. And most of the time they will go with you, just because when doors close, that normally means an imposter's trying to hide something. So that's something interesting you can do to try to bait them the opposite way of your kill. Speaking of baiting them the opposite way of your kill, if you get someone on this side of the map killed, that you killed, you want to call it too, because that is going to draw people over to the admin key card, or key pin password insert, whatever that's right here, and also at O2. So there's one right here that you're gonna have to punch a code into. There's also one up here that you're gonna have to punch a code into, and basically that will draw all the crewmates that way. Now the more advanced the crewmates are, of course, they're gonna be sus that there's someone dead over here, and then go back that way. Eventually they'll check there isn't a body. And same with reactor. If you want to call a reactor, if you kill someone in like nav or something like that, that's always a good play too. But be careful about it, because the more advanced the crewmates are, the better off they will be. Reactor also will basically require 2 people to do the hand print, so they have to do it simultaneously, whereas admin does not have you require to do it simultaneously. Comms, by hitting it, it will just basically gray out this taskbar like it is now, so crewmates can't tell if you're doing a task or not, and it will not give an update until that is taken care of. Lights, reduces crewmate vision to about a circle this big. So you have to literally be standing on someone. So if you can get a stack on lights and get a stack kill, that's super easy. One of my favorite things to do actually is just to like sit in an event, kill someone here, hit lights, and then run, wait for someone to come in or be on lights first, and be sitting here doing lights as someone walks in, and then run out of lights and go to the body. So that's something you can do there. The other favorite thing as far as vents go, there are actually a good amount of them. There's 2 right here, one here, and the top one goes to upper engine, the bottom one goes to lower engine. There is a vent here, and here, medbay, security, and electrical, and those can all go between each other. And then there are 1 in weapons, 1 in shields that go to nav, so there's 2 in nav that go to weapons and the shield. And then there's 1 here in admin, and then in cafeteria, and those go all to each other. Another imposter tip to keep in mind is to use cameras to your advantage. These will give you a good idea of where everyone is at, and also an idea of where you shouldn't be killing if this light is flashing. So for an imposter, you want to be mindful of how far this camera reaches, as well as this one, and then this one. So if you go into medbay with a crewmate and someone's on cams, you typically don't want to kill, as well as admin or something of that sort, because they're going to see you go in with the other person and know that it was you that killed them, most likely. So cams is definitely useful as an imposter to figure out who is by themselves. It's one of those things you got to be smart about, because if someone is on the cameras, they can also get you out super easily. So that's something to keep in mind. The last thing here is admin. It's probably one of the most useful things you can use to your advantage as an imposter. It allows you to know where everyone's at, who's solo, and where you can basically build up your alibi at, because you can see which rooms are being occupied by other players, as well as which ones aren't. So thus you can put yourself in a room that you actually weren't in for your story, and that helps. You just want to be mindful of routing and how you might have come across other players. So they could be sus to you if you don't come up with a good story. If you guys have some experience in this game and have any tips or tricks for new imposters, make sure to comment them down below so they can read them and get some good info as far as imposters go, as well as any tips and tricks you may have just in general. With that, guys, do your task, hit that like button or dislike button depending on what you thought of this video. Make sure to subscribe if you guys are new. We are trying to hit 500 subscribers by the end of this year. Yes, by the end of 2020. So with that, guys, you guys have a great rest of your day. I hope you enjoyed the video, and peace out.